If being the nice guy actually worked, you wouldn't be watching this video right now. The truth is, being too kind, too available, and too agreeable doesn't make her choose you. It makes her get bored and ghost. Stay with me, because once you see what actually attracts her, you'll never play the nice guy role again. If this is you, sitting there, phone in hand, scrolling past her stories again, watching her laugh with someone else, feeling that pinch in your chest you try to ignore, that knot in your stomach that won't let go, you tell yourself she just doesn't get it. She doesn't see how hard you're trying. But deep down, you know you've been the guy she doesn't notice, the guy she ghosts, the guy she calls sweet, but never the one she wants. Maybe this hits closer than you expected. Maybe you've sat there late at night, kicking yourself for saying yes one too many times, for bending over backward, for letting her text sit there unanswered while you wait, hoping she'll finally see you. But she doesn't. And every time it stings, and you swallow it, you fake it, you laugh it off with the boys. But alone it eats at you. You've done it all, holding doors, complimenting her outfit, sending good morning texts, agreeing with everything she says, thinking somehow it'll win her over. Thinking maybe, just maybe, she'll pick you. But you're learning kindness alone isn't enough. Not in this game, not for her, not for anyone who craves a spark. And here's the brutal truth. You've been playing the wrong role. You've been nice guying yourself into invisibility. And it's not just about her. It's about you. About what you let slip. About the edge of regret that keeps whispering when the lights go out. That moment when you realize you don't even recognize the guy staring back at you in the mirror. So I gotta ask the question you're scared to answer, the one that hits where it hurts the most. What if being nice isn't what gets her? What if everything you've been doing is exactly why she's walking past you? And how would you fix it before it's too late? Look, most guys don't get it. They think being nice is the whole play. Hold the door, text back fast, laugh at her jokes, boom. You're golden. That's what they've been sold. And I get it, I've been there. Sitting in my car, cold cup of coffee on the dash, replaying a text I shouldn't have sent, hoping it lands right. Hoping she'll like me more because I'm good. Here's the thing, that's not how it works. Being kind doesn't create attraction. Being available doesn't make her see you as the guy who matters. I've watched my buddy Jake do this. Nice guy deluxe. Every damn thing for her. Every favor, every smile. She thanked him. She hugged him, then walked out the door. And he didn't see it until months later. That quiet truth hit him like a brick. She didn't want nice. She wanted more. It's not about being mean. It's about being present, grounded, and owning your lane. A guy who knows his worth, has his own fire, doesn't chase validation. That's magnetic. You feel that when a man enters the room, right? The subtle shift, the energy that says, I'm here, I'm solid, I don't bend for anyone, and that makes her notice. Think about your own mornings. You're brushing your teeth, staring at yourself in the mirror. That flicker of doubt, maybe you've been doing it wrong. Maybe being nice all the time hasn't been helping. Maybe it's time to step up differently. Be firm, quiet, steady. Make her earn your attention. Respect yourself first. That's the principle most guys miss. Because here's the short truth. You don't win her heart by being the guy she can predict. You win it by being the man she can't ignore. He's leaning back on that old couch, the one with the sag in the middle, feeling the fabric scratch his forearm. TV's on mute, but he's not watching. Can't even remember what channel he left it on. Just the hum of the fridge, the faint smell of leftover pizza, cold air crawling over his bare arms. He scrolls his phone again. Her story pops up, laughing, smiling, someone else's arm around her shoulder, and his chest tightens. Why'd I text her that? Why'd I say that stupid line? He runs a hand through his hair, pulls it back, sits up, stops, thinks he's being overdramatic, but it burns anyway. That knot, that pit, and he remembers the first time he stayed late for her, brought her coffee, walked her home, felt the warmth of her hand brush his, then pull away. He swore he'd be different, that he'd do more, be better. Still, nothing changes. The room is quiet, too quiet, just him. His heart hammering, and he hates it. hates that he lets it get to him, hates that he wants her like this. And maybe she's not the point. Maybe it's him, the part of him that bends too much, that says yes when he wants to say no, that waits, always waits. He takes a deep breath, cold air hits his lungs, and he thinks, what if he stopped being the nice guy? Really, what if he owned his space, let her chase him instead? Something in him shifts, hard, quiet, and he knows nothing will ever feel the same. Most guys think, if I just keep being nice, she'll come around. That's the first trap. You think every text, every favor, every compliment stacks up like points on a scoreboard. But here's the thing, she didn't ghost you. You disappeared from yourself. I've seen it with my buddy Marcus. He drove 2 hours just to help her move, stayed up texting when he should have been sleeping, and she smiled, thanked him, left. Not because he failed, because he forgot who he was in the first place. Then there's the quiet belief that you gotta impress her constantly. Outfit jokes, confidence all the time. And yeah, you can try, but attention is cheap. Respect is priceless. I remember sweating through a job interview vibe, thinking I had to flex every side of myself to get her nod. And she noticed, not my effort, just my scramble. And the one that hurts most, you think losing her is losing her. Nah, you don't lose her. You lose your own presence. That edge, that fire, that I'm enough without anyone's approval. When you reclaim that, suddenly she's noticing. Suddenly she's curious. Suddenly she's chasing. This is what he understands. Most guys are running on autopilot. Text back too fast, chase too hard, bend over for approval, and it kills the vibe before it even starts. He doesn't. He knows his worth. Quietly, steady, not loud, not flashy, just there, present. This is how he leads, with presence, not pressure. Sitting at the bar, she's talking about her day. Most guys would jump in, fix it, impress. He listens, nods, takes it in. No panic, no scramble, just steady energy. She notices, doesn't say it, but she feels it. He moves through life like this, waiting for his turn, not desperate for it, choosing patience over panic, strength over noise, centeredness over chasing. The guy who texts back in his own time, who doesn't disappear when she's distant, but doesn't crowd her either, who laughs with his friends, lives his own life, keeps his fire lit, and somehow that makes her come closer. He gets it. Most guys don't. Most guys are nice, yes, but the 1% headman, he's not nice, he's real, he's grounded. And the crazy part, that's the part women actually notice. That's the part that sticks. He's sitting on the edge of his bed. The room's dark except for the glow of his phone, thumb hovering over her last text, the one he read 3 times already, heart racing, breath shallow, and then it hits, like a whisper first, why am I doing this to myself? Flashes of every time he bent, every yes he shouldn't have said, every midnight he waited, hoping she'd finally choose him. The burn in his chest, the pit in his stomach, that knot that never left. He leans back, presses his forehead to the wall. Cold paint against skin. She isn't the problem. He is. He's been breaking himself for someone who didn't earn that energy. And suddenly it's clear, every favor, every text, every forced laugh gone, wasted. And a louder thought slams in. I'm enough. Sharp, heavy, real, not for her, not for anyone, for him. And he can almost feel it in his bones, in the muscle memory of all those lonely nights. Patience, presence, respect for himself. Phone face down, eyes closed, breath steadying, and he knows he's done chasing, done shrinking, done playing the role of nice guy. Because real worth, real pull, comes from standing firm, from saying no to bending, from owning your lane, and somewhere deep he smiles. Quiet, hard, free. The room's quiet, cold light spilling through blinds. He feels it now, the weight lifting off his shoulders. Every text unsent, every yes he didn't mean, the panic, the chase, the trying too hard gone. Just him, solid, breath even, heart steady. The memories flicker, her smile, his waiting, the nights he bent too much, but they don't sting anymore. He knows. The pull he was looking for, it wasn't out there. It was inside him all along. And he whispers it barely to himself. Stop being the nice guy, start being the man you can't ignore.